Hey fellas, all right. Commission's in Las Vegas. I'm working, although I'm doing fantasy football at this moment. But some very interesting games last week, and a lot of it went the way that I kind of saw some of the games going. And there was definitely an upset in the mix there with Bet Your Money and uh, Crusher. So let's look at this. Let's go to the 1-8 matchup. As I said, Clyde, I figured, was actually a favorite going into that game just based on the way that the Warriors had kind of backed in to the playoffs as the number one seed, had kind of struggled down the stretch. And that score is kind of what you would have assumed. That's kind of what the Warriors have been scoring, in the 50s, maybe into the 60s versus those 80 and 90 point games early in the season. And Clyde had been pretty consistent in that 70-point range. So unless somebody fell apart or unless the Warriors did something exceptional, kind of looked at Clyde being a favorite, and that score, like I said, was kind of predictable as to what you would have assumed that game would have ended up being. So Clyde moves on to face Killer Bees, who took down my boys by 2 points. Definitely a painful loss. That punt return by Tyreek Hill. Oh man, you hate to lose in those type of situations. And obviously a 31-point game by Le'Veon Bell was huge, but also Roethlisberger put up a -2, so they kind of balanced out. But just a close game, 2-point game, and game of inches, and a lot of opportunities for my team to pull that out, and things just didn't happen. So Killer Bees moves on against Clyde. That's going to be a good game. I feel like that's the game that has the favorite in it to win the Super Bowl moving forward. And whoever comes out of that game, I feel would be favored over the other semifinal game between Illmatic and Bet Your Money. Let's look at the game with Illmatic and Real Deal. Like I said, that game I felt was kind of up in the air coming in. Illmatic is definitely driven by Tom Brady, so if Brady plays well, Illmatic is definitely a threat against anybody. And last week he put up 28 points, so that was enough to get him to 68. And Real Deal can only put up 47, so just not enough firepower. Got decent game out of Beckham, okay game out of Luck, and Gabriel, the dude from the receiver from Atlanta, and everybody else kind of just sputtered down through the game for Real Deal, and that's what led to a 47 points. So Real Deal goes home, and Illmatic moves on. And then the upset obviously was Crusher and Bet Your Money. Just didn't see Crusher putting up that kind of a game. He'd been scoring points well for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and to put up 31 and then to lose to a team that put up 32 is even more disappointing, because you figure you're supposed to win a game when somebody puts up 32 points. But that's why we play the games. So anyway, Bet Your Money 32, Crusher 31. So obviously Bet Your Money needs to put up a much better game against Illmatic to have a shot to make it to the Super Bowl. So we have Killer Bees and Clyde, 2 former Super Bowl champions. In fact, Clyde, I don't know if he's won more than one, but 2 former Super Bowl champions. And we got the newbies over here with Bet Your Money, and I think Bet Your Money's been in some semifinals of late, and he's been there. So Bet Your Money, Illmatic from that bracket. So we're going to have a newbie in the Super Bowl, and we're going to have an old hat in the Super Bowl. So be very curious to see how that plays out. But in the meantime, we got these games to play. So good luck starting tonight, Thursday night game, and we'll see how it all plays out throughout the weekend. So good luck, fellas. Peace.